friends, this is Astrologer Mohnish once again, and thank you for watching my videos about Vedic astrology. Well, this is the next episode, episode 10 of how to read your own chart. And as we've been talking about in the previous videos, the purpose of these videos is just to give you the snapshot to understand and to know exactly what are these energies the cosmic planets are actually doing in your birth chart. Whichever the house they sit in, these are all cosmic energies, the planets, and whichever the house they sit in, they will dominate that house of yours, and they dominate the fate and the life of yours of that particular house. So this is very, very important step of astrology, to acknowledge that energy before you start reading your chart, that this energy, this planet is sitting in this house, and it will dominate that area of my life. So in this video, we'll be talking about one of the very, very important planet. I would say the planet which everybody is scared of, and that is Saturn. Saturn is a very strong planet, and it comes into the category of malefic, natural malefic, and we'll talk about it, why it's been considered malefic. And I've seen people and many astrologers, they are very, very scared of planet Saturn. And there's so many stories, so many myths, so many things around Saturn, like it really destroys your life, or it really brings so much of obstacles, pain in your life. But as an astrologer and as a human being also, I will share my personal experiences and also the experiences of my clients. I have seen numerous charts of people who have Saturn in a very highest degree of exaltation or in debilitation, or talking about from the strength perspective, the Shadbal strength perspective, the six-fold strength which I demonstrated in one of my videos, how to see the strength of the planet. So I have seen numerous charts of my clients, and I know exactly, and I have come to the conclusion that Saturn actually does not destroy your life. Saturn is a planet which transforms your life, which really helps you slow down and recalibrate. So this is where Saturn energy is very, very important in your life, because Saturn brings the approach of discipline, the approach of transformation to your life. As always, I've been teaching you that you need to understand these categories where these planets fall into. And if you see, Saturn falls into the category of tamasic planet. And tamasic planets are there to protect us. Like I spoke in my previous video in Mars, that how Mars protect us by giving us the anger, by helping us control or protect ourselves. But it leads us towards darkness and violence behavior also. Similarly, Saturn brings delays in our life. So it protects us by bringing delays in our life. Why it bring delays in our life? Because it wants us to just take a pause, just to recalibrate and discipline ourselves, right? It helps us transform our subconscious mind, transform our energies, transform our behavior, our acts, and whatever we're doing in life. Saturn helps us transform. And wherever Saturn sits in your chart, you will see the transformation of your life will come from that particular aspect, from that particular domain of the life. So open your charts as I talk, and go to Jagannath Hora, the software I've shown you in the first episode or second episode of this series. And I encourage you to go back and start watching the series from the episode 1 or 2, so that you can understand what we are talking about and how to read your chart. So when you go to the Bhavachale chart, the cuspal chart, you see the placement of Saturn. So wherever Saturn is sitting in your birth chart, that is the area of your life where Saturn wants you to transform. You will find delays and obstructions and issues and challenges in that area of your life, because Saturn wants to discipline you. And Saturn is not a planet which denies anything. Saturn rather gives you in abundance. But it first tests you, tease you. It wants to know how much dedicated and devotional you are, and how much you are willing to transform yourself internally and from outside of your physical realm. So wherever this energy of transformation sits in your 12 houses, that is the area which needs a transformation, and from where the transformation will come. Saturn in first house means First house is a house of yourself, your appearance, your approach towards life. So you will transform yourself with your own hard work, dedication, and your approach towards life, because Saturn will discipline you, guide you, and as a child you will be very responsible and you will have more wisdom than any other children of your age. And as you grow and mature in life, you will see that you are polishing yourself every year. You are getting better and better and better through your experiences, through all the pain and the suffering you might have seen in life, because Saturn is giving you the wisdom to be more responsible and transform yourself by your own approach. People who have Saturn in first house, they flourish in life slowly but gradually. There is a delay, but there is not a denial. And weak immunity is being found with Saturn in first house, because the first house is a house of your body also, but it doesn't kill you. It's just like transforming you, helping you get stronger and stronger and stronger. First house Saturn people are very hardworking, very straightforward, a lot of wisdom and a lot of responsibility. And they are the people who are self-made. They bring the transformation into their own life by using a dedicated and disciplined approach towards life. And that's where the Saturn is helping them, because that's an energy which is always and always and always helping them to transform, get better from the previous state where you were. So every day they find themselves better and better and better. As they grow old, they get better and better and better in any sphere of their life, because they are very dedicated, very devotional, and very straightforward in their approach. So this is how you read the chart. When you open your chart, see where the transformation is coming from your life. If it's in first house, you yourself is bringing the transformation in your life. Second house. Second house is the house of your money, your speech, your family, your food habits, your bank balance. Here you will see delay in the matter of money, because second house is a matter of money, and Saturn will cause some delays in the matter of monies. It is not denying you, but it is asking you to slow down, relax, recalibrate yourself, and change your strategy, change your approach, and be slower in your approach. So Saturn will cause some pain and some delays in the matter of money, but eventually, once you go through the Saturn period, you will see you will be able to get gains in life. So Saturn, your discipline, your approach, your transformation will come from the second house of money. Speech-wise, Saturn can cause some delays when you are especially for the babies. If the Mercury is also weak and Saturn is very strong in your speech and communication. But as I said, it's just a delay. It's not a denied. Nothing is denied. Rather, Saturn gives everything in abundance, but it wants you to first acknowledge it. Acknowledge the power of Saturn. Saturn is a big planet. I think after Jupiter, it's the second most biggest planet. And the burden of that Saturn is always there in that particular house where it sits. You will see that burden in second house, that your money matters are not been manifesting so fast. Something slows down, some obstacles comes in. In the speech, you get some problems, you get some issues, some challenges. Also in your family values, you may not be born in a family with a silver spoon in your mouth. You may have to struggle, you may have to transform yourself, help yourself, gain that recognition in family, gain that recognition in the society with your own hard work. You're not a person who is born with a silver crib or silver spoon in your mouth. So second house is Saturn is helping you go through that pain and suffering, delays everything, but there's not a denial. You will eventually be successful if you go through it, the hardship, acknowledge it, and through your subconscious mind, you acknowledge that Saturn is energy which is trying to change you, transform you. Just like when you eat, when you take medications to kill bacteria or kill anything bad in your body. Let's say you're taking antibiotics, and antibiotics have side effects. But why the side effects is because it's cleaning you. It's cleaning the bad bacteria inside you. And that's what Saturn is doing. Saturn is killing that bad bacteria which has been caused by your bad karmas of previous life, but at the same time giving you the side effects. It's not killing you with the side effects, but the side effects will be there. You will see that. And that's the side effect, the delays, and the transformation happens. So I hope you understand the analogy I have used, that how antibiotics use in your body to kill the bad bacteria, it also comes with the side effects. It's helping you, it's protecting you, but side effects are there. Similarly, what Saturn is doing here, malefic planet, it's a tamasic planet, it's literally eroding the bad karmas of your life, but the side effects will be felt. So whenever Saturn is going over your life in Mahadashas or major phase, major situation period, do not worry. All you have to do is just acknowledge it. And I will tell you some remedies how to get over the Saturn phase like this, happily and healthily. Third house Saturn. Third house is your siblings, your communication, social activity, writing. So you will find your transformation is coming from there. You may not have a good agreement with your siblings, but as you grow old, as you get mature, you will find that you are more connected to them. But initially it may be a difficulty, it may be a problem, it may be a cause of concern, because this is the house of your self-effort also, and the energy which is sitting here will cause delays and problems in any self-effort, any work you try to do. Especially during the Saturn major situation or Mahadasha period, you will see whatever you're trying to achieve, whatever you're trying to do through your self-will, your determination, Saturn is causing delays, because it's killing the bad germs, it's killing the bacteria, it's killing the bad karmas of yours which you did in the previous lives. And all you're now finding is the side effects of that. It's not killing you, it's not going to kill you, it's only going to give you the side effects in terms of your transformation, acknowledgement, and delays in life. So third house will cause delays, especially when in relationship to towards your siblings, in your self-efforts also. So anything you try to do, you will find something is stopping you, and that will be the force and the energy of Saturn, which is trying to transform you, which is asking you to slow down, relax, acknowledge me first, and then as you grow better and bigger in life, you will get everything in abundance. But you will face obstacles, problems, challenges, and pain also. Fourth house is a house of your homeland, your mother, your home, your property and vehicles. So delays in everything, every matter of fourth house. You may be in a disagreement with your mother also at times. You may find your home where you live sometimes being depressive. You may find yourself not being well connected, well grounded to your homeland also. And you will find obstacles and problems and challenges whenever you try to build a real estate portfolio or also buying a vehicles, because Saturn will, the energy of the heavy energy is sitting there, it will cause that burden. It is asking you, the transformation will come from the fourth house by delays and obstacles. And as I said, again, you have to acknowledge those obstacles. You have to fight it out. You have to work it out, because ultimately this energy is helping you by eroding the bad karmas of your life. And it's just the side effects you have to go through so that you can transform, you can be a better human being, right? So this is what Saturn is doing. Fifth house is house of your love, romance, creativity, intelligence, solutions. So Saturn in fifth house, you will find that again, the transformation is going to come from the house of entertainment and from the house of love, romance. And fifth house is also house of children. So people who have Saturn in fifth house, they get delays in getting children. Like they are prone to miscarriages, or there will be some factors in their life which can delay them being father or mother, because Saturn is energy which is giving them the pain to transform them, right? And house of entertainment, romance, love, everything will find delays, obstacles, pain, suffering. Even your entertainment, whenever you go out and entertain yourself, you will end up in some problem, intentionally or unintentionally, because Saturn will not allow you to just go and have fun. Whenever you have fun, you're happy here, but some other thing is going to give you the trouble, or you may end up in a trouble with that entertainment where you just had last night. So this is what Saturn does here. So make sure in the Saturn major phase, major situation, Mahadasha period, you know where the Saturn is sitting, because you will see the very prominent result of Saturn during that phase of your life, and especially whichever house it is sitting in. That's why just people think, hey, yesterday I was at a party and today I'm in jail. Why? You got the point, right? So Saturn here causes the delays, and the transformation will come from fifth house activities. Sixth house is house of your health, of your service, of your job. Job dissatisfaction, getting into the first job is always a problem when Saturn is in sixth house. Delays are coming, obstacles are coming, your job dissatisfaction will remain there, even if you try to do your best, because you're very ambitious, you're very straightforward, very hardworking person, especially having Saturn in sixth house, but you will find challenges through your colleagues or within your work environment that which is causing you trouble, which is causing you pain, especially during the Mahadasha, the major situation of Saturn. This will happen. This will give you the depression, the tension, the stress causing from your work front. From health perspective also, you will find your health is deteriorating. Saturn is a major significator of diseases, chronic diseases. I have already talked about in one of my videos. So you have to be very careful if you have Saturn in sixth house and your Saturn Mahadasha, the major situation period, is going on. So if you're running under Saturn Mahadasha period, Saturn in sixth house, you will find chronic diseases, prone to chronic diseases in your life. And we'll talk about the remedies in my next videos. But these are the signs you will see. Saturn will cause that problem, pain, and to transform you from your health perspective. You'll get sick. You may have a chronic disease. Your job satisfaction will be zero, and you will have frustrations, but it's not going to kill you. It's just going to make you struggle, and so that you can come out clean, polished, and a better and a stronger human being. Seventh house Saturn. Seventh house is the house of your marriage, your business. So Saturn in seventh house, marriage is delayed. Do not get married before the age of 30. And I've seen people, rather Saturn will not allow you to get married before the age of 30. I can assure you that. Even if you get into marriage, you will see the problems, the frickles, the problems, the pains, the obstacles. Something is going to go wrong. Okay. So, and this is the research based. I'm not following the mythology part of it. I have done a lot of research in astrology. Several years of research, hard work, dedication, and that's what I'm talking about this. I've seen so many charts. Saturn in seventh house. Saturn in first house also aspects the seventh house. So consider that also delays your marriage. But Saturn sitting directly in the seventh house is going to give you the pain from the relationship perspective, even from the business perspective. You will be very hardworking businessman if you have seventh house Saturn, but you will not be able to get the results as what you desire, because everything comes through the delays. So this is what you need to be aware of. If you're running under Saturn major situation, Mahadasha, this will cause problems in your business if you are an entrepreneur, because you will be working very hard, but you will not be getting the fruit what you deserve. From your marriage perspective, the delays will be there. Denial is not there at all. Delays will be there, and the longer you take to get married, the better it will be for you. Minimum 30 years is what I always feel is a very good sign. Once you cross 30, then you will see Saturn has already polished you, and it will help you, transform you, being a better man, better woman, and help you into any relationship you get in. So this is very important. So seventh house Saturn, you have to be aware of your marital status before the age of 30, and also your business, that during the Mahadasha, the period when Saturn is controlling your life, you cannot get the maximum fruits, the results of your hard work. Saturn will push you towards work more and more and more, but the results will be this, 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 and this. Eighth house. Eighth house Saturn. Eighth house is a house of your occult science, astrology, inheritance, taxes, and death also. But Saturn in eighth house actually gives you the long life. I've seen that through my research. If a malefic planet, Saturn is a malefic planet as I said, and sits into eighth house, Saturn never kills. Saturn will give you the long life, especially if Saturn has a good strength and it's not debilitated. And we'll talk about the exaltation and debilitation point, but consider the Shadbal strength, which I told you in one of my videos. That's a major strength. If the Saturn has good strength, eighth house, you're going to have a good long life. But you may have a trouble through tax authorities. It will cause frustration, problems, even in the matter of inheritance also. So if you have 8th house Saturn, you will not get inheritance through your father or grandfather so easily. It will cause delays, especially if you're going under the transit of the Mahadasha of Saturn, the major situation of Saturn. That will cause delays in the matter of your inheritance, and it will cause you some problem, rather a significant problem, through tax authorities. So you will see, if you're filing your taxes, income taxes, you're not getting your refunds, or something is stopping that file to process. Something is causing the delays. And Antardasha, Mahadasha, we will talk about that, how you see which planet is controlling your life at any situation, any given time. If Saturn sitting in 8th house and it's running under your Mahadasha, Antardasha, it will cause delays. And again, as I said, it's transforming you, helping you to get better. It's eroding your bad karmas, negative karmas of previous life. But you will see the side effects, which are very frustrating sometimes, leads to depression, stress, problems, anxiety, fear. But as I said, if you go through this time and acknowledge this planet, Saturn, because Saturn wants you to acknowledge it. Saturn is a planet which does not want people to forget about it. It is a very strong planet, and it is a planet which, as we worship Sun, God, for every day is illuminating our life. Similarly, Saturn wants that respect too, that he should be respected above and beyond Sun also, because he's the one who is trying to discipline you, guide you, and help you remove the negativity or the bad karmas of your life. So you have to acknowledge Saturn. Especially, this is a planet which I always believe that you should never mess up with. Always acknowledge where your Saturn is. Okay, and that's what Saturn wants. 9th house. 9th house is a house of your higher studies, philosophy, law, religion. So again, Saturn here will make you a law-abiding. You're very hardworking, dedicated, focused, but you will find problems and delays in your higher education. 4th house is your early education. So if Saturn is in 4th house, the point I missed there, it will cause delays in your early education. But if Saturn is in 9th house, it will cause obstacles, delays, and problems in your 8th house, especially when it comes to the concentration of mind to study higher. It will cause disagreement with father also at times, because Saturn is in the 9th house of your dharma, of your father, and that energy will cause some friction, some disagreements, obstacles, and some frustrations between that relationship you have with your father. Nothing is bad, as I said. Planet gives good and bad results, but you have to understand and acknowledge that energy. If energy wants you to transform in this house, you will have to transform yourself from this house. You have to understand your own strengths and weaknesses, understand the challenges and the problems of life, and see the life from different perspective. This is what all Saturn is trying to do. It is asking you to see life from different perspective. Increase the level of your consciousness, right? So your subconscious mind, your conscious mind, and your physical body all gets the pain when Saturn is in the transit or in the major Mahadasha period, Antardasha period in your life, controlling your major situation to bring that change. So 9th house is, as I said, higher education. You will find obstacles, problems, challenge in higher education. And it's also a house of your religion. So you may find yourself sometimes being disconnected, or sometimes have no faith in your religion, because Saturn is trying to discipline you, guide you. It will cause some fog in your brain to not acknowledge what you've been learned or what you've been doing through your religion. And that's normal. So this will happen. These are all things which are actually asking you to transform yourself and see things from different angles. So 10th house. 10th house is a house of management, career, status, reputation. Saturn sits in here. It will delay everything to the 10th house. Your status, your reputation, your management skills, your fame, name, long-term goals, muscularity, everything will find delays, especially when Saturn is going through the major situation or controlling your major situation of life. You're running under the Mahadasha or Antardasha of Saturn. So this is where the delays will happen. And Saturn, if it has a good power, good strength, it will make you very hardworking, very focused in your career goals, in your objectives. You will see things crystal clear. You want to improve yourself, get better and better and better every day. But as I said, it will go slow. You cannot just rapidly go fast and chase your goals and dreams. Saturn will cause everything to slow down and then give you the fruit slowly and gradually. So the transformation will come from 10th house. You will get into some pain and problem through your career, which will literally transform you. As said, 6th house is the house of your health. Something will happen to your health, and then you will come out of it a better and a good human being. 10th house will cause some problem, delays, obstacles, and issues in your status, in your job, in your career, in your karma. This is the house of karma. So 9th house is house of dharma, 10th is house of karma. So karma house will cause issues and challenges, give you a pain. It will give you a pain to help you transform. And then it will give you the steady rise once you acknowledge it and get better. 11th house, similarly, house of your expansion, gains, social activity, future wishes. Again, your transformation of your life is coming from 11th house. The more you try to expand, you will expand, but you will expand with a pain in your heart. You will find delays, you will find obstacles, especially during, again, the Antardasha, Mahadasha, the major situation of Saturn. If you're under the major situation of Saturn, you will find the problems and issues coming from your 11th house. Your future wishes, whatever you're wishing, whatever you're trying to expand on, gain on, is causing that delays, is causing that frustration. And some kind of pain will come from this house, from 11th house. Maybe your social networking, maybe your social group will cause some problem in your life and pain in your life, so that you can transform and start looking things at from the different perspective. So it's very important to understand wherever Saturn sits, that is the area which will cause a problem, pain, delay, but not denial, to help you transform, to help you change your perspective. All you have to do is acknowledge this, and you will see Saturn is never going to give any harm to you. It is only cleansing your bad life, your previous life bad karmas, to help you get polished. Just like diamond needs the polishing, even gold has to go under the fire before it is changed into an ornament. So this is what Saturn is doing. It's actually putting that fiery power inside you and changing you, transforming you, polishing you. But everything comes with a cost, with a price, and this is the price you pay when you go through the delays and frustrations. 12th house, it's the house of your self-healing, spirituality, foreign land, hospitalization, expenses, your karmas, afterlife karmas. So Saturn here is, again, the delays, obstacles, problems, and people who have Saturn in 12th house, they find themselves sometimes in depression, because Saturn in 12th house caused that emotional turmoil in their subconscious mind. So that, because 12th house is the house of your emotions, it's a house of your spirituality also, it's your house of your subconscious mind. So Saturn sitting here is triggering that reaction in the subconscious mind to transform you, and that makes people go into isolation and go into depression also, because Saturn is causing that depression because it's cleaning your previous life karmas, and while doing so, it's causing you the pain, and the pain is being felt at the subconscious mind rather than on the physical mind. Rather than in the physical world, you're feeling and facing more problems and more pain in your subconscious head, in subconscious mind, and that causes you to go into depression. But as I said, if you acknowledge this and you know what is going on and why it's happening for good, you will get out of that depression. You can literally fight it back, or actually not get into depression. 12th house is also house of foreign lands, house of jails. If you're working in a jail, Saturn in 12th house allows you to work in jail, then what is happening is you're actually seeing the pain of people, even if you're working in hospital. So this is what's happening, and you see pain of people suffering every day in front of you in jails or in hospital or in asylums. So that is causing you, again, a transformation, because when you see others other people in pain that causes you pain and help you also transform, because now you understand the deep meaning of life, that why people get into pain, what causes them to get into the jails, what causes them to get into asylums, what causes them to get into hospitals. So this is how you see that Saturn sitting in 12th house makes you a very different person. You see things from different angles. You're very hardworking, but your subconscious mind works differently than any other person, because especially when Saturn is in the controlling your life in the Mahadasha period or Antardasha period, you will see the Saturn will bring a lot of strong impacts on your subconscious level, not only physical level. So like first house is a physical pain, 6th is physical pain, 10th is pain in your career and management, but 12th is pain in subconscious, delays in subconscious mind, your thinking, your thought process, everything will be changed. And we'll talk about Ketu also, the south node of moon, which also brings a similar effect what Saturn brings in, but in a different way. It leads you towards more spirituality, especially if it's in 12th house, more detachment, and we'll talk about it in the next video. But here you understand how Saturn works. So your transformation is going to come from the 12th house. You may be asked to go to a foreign land, or you may travel from somewhere, you may live in some other place other than your place of your birth, and that will cause you some pain, but the transformation will come. Your subconscious mind will change you. Your thinking process will trigger that transformation in you. The pain and suffering of the other people will cause the pain and suffering in your subconscious mind to help and change you and to guide you. So once again, all these 12 houses, see the energy of transformation, pain, where it is sitting. As I said, it's the energy which is going to help you, heal you once you acknowledge it. It is the energy which is removing the bad karmas of your previous life. Just like an antibiotic is killing the bad bacteria in your body. But at the same time, you go through the pain of that side effects. And once you acknowledge that pain, you're good. You're good like gold. You're good like diamond. Never, never, never forget Saturn in your chart. This is my guidance to you. Never do that. Saturn is most important planet in your life when it comes to the matter of your karmas. And without your good or bad karmas, you will never achieve anything in life. Okay? So I hope it makes sense, friends. And I also know how many people out of you are not subscribing to my channel. And I know through my subconscious mind where your planets are sitting. That's why you're not doing it. But it's okay. I leave it you to decide it if you want to subscribe my channel or not. If you do it, then definitely we have a virtual connection, and you're in my thought process, and I can help you heal. I can give you the remedies. I can always support you, guide you if you have any problems in life. So this is Astrologer Mohnish once again. Thank you for watching my videos. Please click like button, and again subscribe to my channel. And I will see you in my next video where we'll be talking about planet Ketu, okay, the south node of moon. So until then, stay safe and stay happy. This is Astrologer Mohnish once again. Thank you very much.